We love food colored green, bell peppers and long string beans, pickles, celery, cucumbers too. All these foods are good for you.
Welcome to Storytime Cooks, where we learn about food through books. Today we're going to be reading The Listening Walk by Paul Showers, illustrated by Aliki, and this is a HarperCollins publisher. This is a fun story, and as this beautiful spring weather continues, it's really nice to go outside and take a walk. Let's learn about this little girl's walk. I like to take walks. I take walks with my father and our dog. Our dog is called Major. He's an old dog, and he does not walk very fast. And there's some beautiful spring trees blooming. That's kind of the way it looks here. We go down the street, and we do not talk. My father puts his hands in his pockets and thinks. Major walks ahead and sniffs. I keep still, and I listen. I call this a listening walk. On a listening walk, I do not talk. I listen to all the different sounds. I hear many different sounds when I do not talk. I wonder what kind of sound she's going to hear. Let's find out. First, I hear Major's toenails on the sidewalk. Major has long toenails, and when he walks, his toenails scratch the sidewalk. They go twick, 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 twick. I hear my father's shoes on the sidewalk. My father walks slowly and his shoes go dop, doop, dop, doop. I can't hear my shoes because I have on sneakers. She has on tennis shoes. I hear all sorts of sounds on a listening walk. I listen to sounds I've never listened to before. I hear lawnmowers. Lawnmowers are noisy. A lawnmower makes a steady zooming noise. It goes like this. Zoom. And it's so loud that the person mowing the yard actually has on ear protection. And you might see people who wear ear protection when they mow their yard so they don't have to listen to that noise. I listen to lawn sprinklers. Lawn sprinklers are very quiet. They make different sounds. Some sprinklers make a steady whispering sound like this. Other lawn sprinklers whirl around and around. They go whew, 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 whew. And I think she didn't just walk past the sprinkler. I think she got in it. And on a warm day, it is really fun to get in a sprinkler. And that sprinkler is watering all these beautiful spring flowers. And we see all different colors of flowers. And it must have rained at some point because there's a rainbow. And that's what happens when it rains and the sun comes out. On a listening walk, I hear cars in the street. The shiny new cars are quiet. They only make a soft hmm. But old cars are very noisy. Old cars sound like this. Bracka, 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 bracka. When cars go around the corner too fast, the tires go whirr. And when cars stop quickly, their brakes go eek. Ooh, there's all different kinds of cars, all different colors and all different sizes. But she's just listening on this walk. Let's see what she hears next. On a listening walk, I hear all kinds of sounds. A bicycle bell ringing. Dring, dring. Oh, I see a baby crying. What kind of noise does that make? Wah. A jet flies overhead, and jets are very noisy when they fly overhead. It goes, yow. And a boy runs by dribbling his basketball, and it goes bump, 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 bump. A lady hurries by us. She's wearing high heels, and the high heels go pick, bock, pick, bock, pick, bock, pick, bock. And the bus is coming, so the lady starts to run, and then her shoes go pick, 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 pick. And the bus stops at the corner. Psst. And the lady gets on, and the bus starts up again. We might not hear very many buses here, maybe just a school bus. Around the corner, men are digging up the street. They're using a jackhammer, and it makes a really loud banging sound. Dack, 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 dack. And the jackhammer hurts my ears. I put my hands over my ears as we walk by. Dack, 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 and it's still loud. And you can see they're digging up the asphalt with that jackhammer. And she is putting her hands over her ears and running by quickly. This looks much more peaceful. Sometimes my father and I take Major to the park. It is quiet there. The sounds in the park are not loud like the noises in the street. My father and I walk down a shady path. I do not talk. I just listen. I listen to my father's shoes on the path. They make a soft sound. They go chuff, 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 because it's probably just a dirt path. And I listen to birds. I listen to the pigeons and the ducks. The pigeons fly down to meet us. They want us to feed them. The pigeons puff up their feathers, and they take tiny little steps. They come toward us nodding their heads, and they say, "Prr, prr, prr, prr." And she actually had a little purse around her neck, this little rainbow-looking purse, but she didn't have money in it. She had food for the birds. And if you'll notice, her dad is holding Major. I bet Major might try to scare those birds away, so he's holding Major still. At the duck pond, the ducks are waiting. They want us to feed them too. The small ducks swim up close. They turn their heads on one side and look up at us. The small ducks waggle their tails and quack. They say, quack, 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 quack. And the big ducks are not so brave. They stay back and swim around in circles. The big ducks look at us, but they do not come close. The big ducks say, "Gawk, gawk, gawk, gawk." There's a lot of ducks and a lot of noise. Sometimes I hear a woodpecker in the park, and the woodpecker is a different kind of bird. He sounds like a little hammer. He goes, rat, tat, 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 and he pecks on the trees. In the park, I hear crickets in the grass. The crickets go creak, 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 creak. And I hear wind in the leaves. It whispers, shh. And I hear bees in the flowers, and they go bzzz. And she's got her eyes closed. She's just listening. And sometimes if we shut our eyes, we can listen even better. It is fun to go on a listening walk. You do not have to go far. You can walk around the block and listen. You can walk around your yard and listen. You do not even have to take a walk to hear sounds. There are sounds everywhere all the time. All you have to do is keep still and listen to them. Right now, there are sounds you can hear. When you finish this page, close the book and listen. How many different sounds can you hear right now? Close your book and count them. So the first sound we might hear is that book. It's kind of creaky, and if we shut it hard, you might could hear that. But when we come to Storytime Cooks, we like to talk about food. So today, we're going to talk about snacks that can make sounds. So I have some sounds that are really soft, and I have some sounds that are really loud. So we're going to hold them up and think about if they would be soft or loud, and then maybe think about snacks that you have at your house, and if you eat them, would they be crunchy, loud snacks, or would they be really soft snacks? So let's go with a soft snack first. I have marshmallows, and we could dump these marshmallows out on the table, and they don't even make a noise. We could put those in our mouth and chew them, and we wouldn't hear anything at all. But if we pick this next snack, some bright, crunchy carrots, that would be a really loud snack. What about a red and green apple sliced up? Would that be a crunchy snack, or would that be a soft snack? I bet it's going to be more like the crunchy snacks. So we'll put the crunchy snacks on this side, and we'll put the soft snacks on that side. What about some Cheerios? Would that be a soft snack or a crunchy snack? And actually, this one could kind of be either. If you chewed them, it's going to be crunchy, but you can almost let a Cheerio just dissolve on your tongue if you're patient enough, and then it's going to get wet and it's not going to be crunchy anymore. These peanuts, we could shake those, and that definitely is a crunchy snack and a loud snack. So we're going to put it on this side. What about raisins? They don't make any noise either, do they? That would be another soft snack. And our last snack we have is a cracker. And even when we put it in our mouth, that would be another crunchy snack. So today, not only are we going to listen to sounds outside, let's listen to the sounds of the food that we eat. And think about all those wonderful sounds. Our snacks today, we picked fruit from the fruit group. Our crackers would be from the grain group. Our nuts would be from the protein group. And those carrots would go in the vegetable group. So we have something from all the different food groups on the plate just in our snacks. We hope you'll come back and join us next time for Storytime Cooks as we continue to learn about food through books.
We love food colored green, bell peppers and long string beans, pickles, celery, cucumbers too.